Hey, 10X BNB family. I have a special guest with us today, Jeremiah Hill. Jeremiah, are you on the call?
I am.
Awesome. So, wanted to bring Jeremiah on the call because he just landed his first deal. So, congratulations, Jeremiah. And what's amazing is he landed his first deal just by doing simple outreach to only three landlords. And out of the three, he landed one of the landlords. So, before he shares his story, let me just show you his property that he just landed. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let's bring in the property that you landed. So I got screenshots of your property right here. The property isn't live yet on Airbnb, so we just have photos. So kind of tell us a little bit about the property, Jeremiah. It looks like a very, very beautiful house. And
Yeah,
again,
so
go
it's
ahead.
it's located in one of the nicer neighborhoods in Wichita.
Mhm.
Um, it's about 3,500 square feet and four bedrooms, three bathroom.
Yeah, amazing. And again, the property is so new because you just landed this deal today that we don't have it on Airbnb yet. But I just wanted to give everyone a glimpse of what this property looks like. So here it is. It's a very beautiful property. It's an upscale property. And Jeremiah, how much revenue do you think this property is going to generate for you in the first year?
I believe it's going to generate about 55,000 in
Yeah,
revenue a year.
perfect, perfect. And obviously, as you optimize the property over time, you're probably thinking it'll go a little bit higher.
Absolutely. So we're just trying to fit more beds into it, and obviously that'll be a gradual thing,
Yeah.
and that will help us a lot. We'll boost that up.
Amazing. So, and maybe before we even talk about how this, how you closed this deal and how easy it was, tell us a little bit about yourself. What were you doing before Airbnb, and what made you want to get into Airbnb?
Yeah. So before I joined the group, I was doing junk removal with my father, and I still am. Still work with him, and I was focusing a lot of my efforts on options trading in
Mhm.
the stock market, and that was very up and down. And I believe just I saw one of your ads on YouTube one day, and I just went with it,
Yeah,
and started following it, got into it, and I believed in what you guys were. I believed in the system that you guys were selling, and so that it definitely has worked out for me.
amazing. And did you have any hesitations before you got into the 10X BME program? And if you did, what made you overcome those hesitations?
Yeah, so I definitely had, it's a big thing to start, right? Out of nowhere, you're going to accept the help of these guides, and you're going to create your own business and do this and this, and but I think that if you're wanting to move into any sort of field like that, now is the time, right? Not later, because later it's going to be, I mean, it's not happening fast, but later it will be more saturated, as this catches on and as the new generations move in. And so that definitely helped me move forward.
For sure. And what I love about your story is you did an outreach to only three landlords. And what happened? Like when you reached out to these three landlords, what did you give them? You just gave them the scripts, the brochures. What else did you give them?
Yeah, so I just reached out and sent them. I followed the exact script, put replaced everything and made it, customized it to my company,
Mhm.
sent it over. And maybe 30 minutes later, landlord emailed me back and asked me to call him. Right. And so we booked a in-person meeting the
Mhm.
next day and went there, and I got the contract signed.
Wow. I mean, that is amazing. I mean, that's talk about a fast turnaround, right? So when you met with this landlord in person, what was that like? Like, what did you guys discuss in person? What did you show him in person to get this deal closed?
Right. So I brought two things with me, and that was the contract, the bed flipping contract, and I
Mhm.
brought the bed flipping rental income calculator, right? And
Yeah.
so we walked through the property, and at the end, I showed him the rental income calculator, showed him how much he extra he'd be making with us, and listed the services that we're going to provide.
Mhm.
Walked him through the contract, and he was sold.
Amazing. So it sounds like the tools that were given to you, they did all the selling for you. You just presented it. Landlord looked at it. He's like, yeah, it makes sense. Where do I sign?
Yeah, you definitely have to know what you're talking about as far as on the contract if they question you on anything. But yeah, most definitely it sold itself.
Fantastic. And so now that you've closed your first deal, what's the next step for you? What else do you see for yourself in this business?
Right. So this is my first property. So I want to build a base, little, as much as my market can handle. And then I'm going to have to do a lot of research into where I might place my next, reach out of the market. But I'm focusing on my city for now.
Yeah. So you're in Wichita, Kansas, and maybe you'll pick up a couple other properties in Wichita and then expand outside that city for your next couple deals.
That's right. Yep.
And that's the nice thing about this business is that you could scale to other cities. You don't have to stay within your city. You could expand outside your city, even outside your state.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. Really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see what you do next.